But I'm used to being the only black guy in certain areas. I grew up in a Mexican community in Southern California called Southern California. And we were the black family in that community. We were the only chips in the cookie. And I feel that you should learn the language of whatever neighborhood you live in. Where I lived was predominantly Mexican. I decided to learn Spanish. First word I learned was mayate. Oh, I'm losing the white people. I'm losing them. They're at home right now going, what's a miata? I don't get it. Well, if you don't know, a mayate is a racial slur used by American Mexican people against black people. But when I first heard the word mayate, I was stoned. And I had the munchies, I thought it was food. I was like, mayate is, sounds delicious. So me and my friends, we got even more high, and in Southern California, there's a restaurant called King Taco. Really. So I'm higher than gas prices, right? And I'm still thinking mayate, and we're at King Taco, right? So it's my turn, and the dude's all, can I help you? I go, yeah, man, you serve mayates here? He looked at me and said, yeah, we serve mayates. I was like, cool, give me 2 con queso. I love Latinas. Which is why I watch Channel 34 religiously. Spanish channel is great, I'm serious. You can get carpal tunnel watching that. Think about it, fuckers. And if you watch enough Spanish TV, you'll eventually learn that Spanish TV and American TV have the same shows. For instance, we used to have a show here in America called Blind Date. Spanish television has a show called Buscando de Amor. We have a show here in America called Cheaters. They have a show called Secretos. Shh. We have a show here in America called Jerry Springer. They have a show called Jose Luis. Okay, for the people at home that don't know about this, okay, let me explain this to you. Okay, you know how the guests on Jerry Springer fight? Well, they do the same thing on Jose Luis, but the audience gets into the fight too. It's fucking gangster. So for safety reasons, what the producers decided to do was build a fence to separate the audience from the guests for safety reasons. See, I'm not impressed by this because I already know that Mexicans can climb fences, so fuck. Oh, don't worry, you'll hear some black jokes later, trust me. I know after this, I'm gonna get fucked up. I love drinking. Fuck, drinking's fucking fun, isn't it? I love drinking so much, I gave up driving. Translation, 2 DUIs. Seriously, I haven't legally driven in California in the last 4 years. I just got my license back recently. Oh, thank you. Thinking about buying a new car. I'm thinking about getting my car from England just because I'm so used to getting on the passenger side now. And all my years of drinking, I figured out something that each race has a different alcohol that fucks other races up. I'm serious. Mexican people have tequila, Patron, right? Black people, we have Hennessy and Kool-Aid. White people have Jägermeister. Oh, okay, you see that? White people. Fuck, Jägermeister is Jägermeister is disgusting. I'm serious. I think Jägermeister, I think Hitler came up with that shit. That shit's just like him, evil. And black people, we don't drink Jägermeister. If you know anybody black with Jägermeister in their house, that's not their house. Get out of there before you become an accomplice. I'm serious. I fucking hate Jägermeister. I'll tell you what happened with me and Jägermeister. It's a true story. I was hanging out with my white friend. His name's Josh. And Josh, okay, remember the dudes in high school that had the long hair and the Def Leppard shirt and the checkerboard bands? That's Josh. And me and Josh are smoking out, right? And then Josh looks at me and goes, dude, come on. Dude, let's go get some Jägermeister, dude, come on. Dude. I'm like, Josh, I don't feel like drinking. He's all, dude, I'm buying. I was like, let's go. 15 shots of Jägermeister later. I get fucked up. 15 shots of Jägermeister later, Josh runs out of money, and I'm fucking lit, and I want to keep drinking. So it's okay, Josh, I'll get some more, I don't give a fuck. And remember, we've been drinking Jägermeister the whole night. Now, Jägermeister is a stupid, violent drunk. It makes you hear shit that didn't happen. So I stagger up to the bartender, and she looks at me and goes, Jaeger? I said, what you call me, bitch? And that's when the manager came out. He's like, is there a problem here? I was like, no, there's no fucking problem here. Look, me and my friend Josh, that guy over there, we've been in your establishment all evening, drinking Niggermeisters. And your bartender called me a Jaeger. I don't appreciate that. I don't need to hear that during Black History Month. What's wrong with you? And they got a drink with Jägermeister now called a Jaeger Bombs. Again, white people. Jaeger Bomb is Jägermeister dropped into a glass of Red Bull. Stupid drunk. Now you get so fucked up you can't go to sleep. You just sitting there. And I think there's a laxative in Jägermeister, I think. Or it is for me, I don't know. This happened to me the next day after I got fucked up. You ever have a day where you get messed up and then the next day you don't have a hangover, so you're like, cool. You know, and you're walking down, this is what happened to me. I'm walking down the street and all of a sudden I hear my stomach go. I'm looking around, who's making coffee? What was that? And I keep walking down. And you know what's about to happen. We've all been through this. Each race has a different name for it. Mexican people call this a chorro. Black people, we call it mud butt. White people, diarrhea, cha-cha-cha. So this is what happened to me, right? I'm sitting there, and you know, right, when the chorro's about to hit, and you get kind of nervous, and you're shaking, right? Because you don't know how it's gonna come out. Is it gonna be soy sauce or soft serve? You don't know. And all of a sudden, that chorro hits, and he stops, you're like, oh. And I'm sitting there, you know you have that cold sweat. So I'm sitting there and I'm just sitting there going, I will never drink anything as dark as me again.